Yo, what is going on, guys? It is your boy Pup coming back with the playoffs in the PWC. I hope you enjoyed a week off from draft like I did. We got a bye. They really just had like playing games. So we were facing the 10 seed, which is going to be FinalGambitShedinja. If you guys do enjoy this content, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe before we go into it. And if you want to skip this builder, then there should be a timestamp. But like I said, we're playing the 10 seed FinalGambitShedinja, and honestly, probably my worst matchup. So it definitely sucks how it worked out. And I think that they have a very, very good team and a very good chance to knock me off here. But I'm definitely going to bring my A game because I don't want to go home just yet. I think that I have a championship roster. Maybe not into this matchup, but I definitely have a championship roster and I can definitely win this, especially after only losing one in the regular season. So yeah, we're going to put Gambit's team up on the screen. They have Terra Araquanid as their captain. That one's coming to the game. They have Roaring Moon, Excadrill, Iron Hands, Suian Zoroark, Galarian Slowbro, Moltres, Tinkaton, Sinistcha, Suian Electrode, and Ambipom. My team's also up there if you guys need to look at it. It'll be in the top corner. But looking at their team, they have to bring that Araquanid. It's really scary. They could bring anything from like Choice Banded, Terra Water Liquidation, which just absolutely destroys. I don't have any switch-ins for that. They could bring like Sticky Webs. They could bring like, Assault Vest Mirror Coat sort of thing to take hits since it's so specially defensive. It can check Enam, especially if it's like, Terra Poison or something, or Terra Steel that'll resist. So it's pretty nasty. They also have like a lot of really, really good bulky offense into my team, with like that Iron Hands especially. Even like Excadrill, it's not too bulky, but it probably eats a hit from most Pokemon on my team and hits like a truck. And Roaring Moon can probably set up a Dragon Dance on almost everything, and it does a lot to me. So I have to be really careful about that. It's not even to say like Suian Zoroark, if it goes specs, it like one-shots a member on turn one. Slowbro is super annoying and bulky, same with Moltres. Tinkaton is just a great utility mon into this game, especially with what I'm bringing. I don't really have a great counter to like just T-Wave spam, except for my first mon. Suian Electrode is super duper fast as well, so I have to worry about that. But without further ado, I have a Cryogonal to start. We're going to be Terra Ground this week. I felt like Terra Ground Terra Blast is really nice because it hits that Tinkaton, it hits Iron Hand, it hits the Excadrill, it hits the Galarian Slowbro, and if they Terra into some crazy type with Araquanid, I might hit that. I could definitely see like Terra Electric to try to check my Empoleon, something like that. I could also see Terra Ground, which is good into Empoleon, it's good into Dragalge, it's great into Glamora as well. So I might, if I lead this thing versus Araquanid, I might just click Terra Blast turn one, which would be kind of a crazy play, but it could be a good prediction depending on what they kind of go into. But we're going to be max HP, a lot of speed, and then some special defense with Freeze Dry, Terra Blast, Recover, Acid Armor. And once we get to +2 defense, we actually eat hits from almost everything very, very well, especially with Terra Ground. They don't have great things to hit us with, besides the Araquanid on the physical side, and then the 2 grass types on the special, which isn't too bad. And then with the leftovers, we should be able to heal up. So if we get Acid Armors up, especially if there's no Moltres on their team, then we actually do a lot of work into this team. We also don't like to see the Ambipom, but that's all right. But yeah, we just set up an Acid Armor or 2, and then we hit stuff. We only have base 95 special attack and no investment, so we're not doing too much, but we also aren't taking too much from both sides, especially with like, if we get 2 Acid Armors up, we like take 20% to like an Iron Head from Excadrill, something like that. It's kind of crazy. We also have Masquerada. I have to run protective pads just because they have the flame body. I also don't want to get like pickpocketed. I don't want anything like bad to happen with those abilities. We have Protean with Knockoff, U-Turn, Protect, Play Rough. I thought about putting Triple Axle on here, and that would pretty much just be for like Electrode. It also hits Sinistcha, and it hits Roaring Moon, but I needed Play Rough for Roaring Moon. I feel like it does a lot better because it also hits the Iron Hands. Knockoff is just great into their team. We're clicking it most times because they don't have a great switch in, especially once Tinkaton is gone. I mean, that thing can switch in on 1 or 2, but it can't really do too much. We also have Protect on this set. I thought was fun. If we end up leading this thing, we Protect turn 1 and Scout if they're the Hisuian Zoroark, because I could definitely see that. I have been going back and forth between Protect and Triple Axle, or even like a grass move, but I think it's fine to run Protect. And also, if they're like choice locked and they choice lock themselves into Shadow Ball, then like they can't hit us because we'll be a normal type from Protean, which would be pretty fun. Next up, we have Enam rocking a Choice Scarf set with Moonblast, Earth Power, Mystical Fire, Healing Wish. We have Max Special Attack Modest, so we should be hitting like a truck with Moonblast. They don't have great switch-ins. I mean, they'll probably run some sort of Assault Vest, and they do have a couple of resists, but stuff that gets wore down over time. And then we have a 180 speed, just a decent speed tier versus their team that's going to outrun most of everything with the Choice Scarf. Yeah, it should outrun literally everything. And once that gets knocked off, we'll be outrunning Sinistcha and below. And then if stuff is not like fully invested, we'll outrun like Moltres, Tinkaton, Excadrill as well. Then comes a fun Volcarona set. We haven't really like leaned into the Quiver Dance setup, so I'm gonna try to do it this week with a weakness policy set with Flame Body, Fiery Dance, Bug Buzz, and Morning Sun. So we definitely have some bulk with 144 HP, and then a decent amount of speed just so we outrun everything at +1, and then max special attack. But with this weakness policy, we can eat a hit. You know, if we end up eating a stray like a water move, like if we eat like a Surf from the Slowbro, then it'll proc it. If we eat like a soft rock move from Tinkaton that we can probably live, then it'll proc that. It really just depends on what they're bringing. I'm thinking maybe like a Hurricane from Moltres especially, just because that thing, it eats up our hits pretty well. It's probably the first switch in to Volcarona, and we just set up in that guy's face. We can Morning Sun, and with Quiver Dance, the special defense boost, we're going to eat up those Hurricanes pretty well. And then hopefully we should just be able to sweep their team once we get to, you know, plus a couple. It's obviously going to take a bit to break through that Moltres. We also have the Eviolite Girder on this team. I brought Guts just in case we get burned by that Flame Body or anything else on their team to save the Sinistcha as well. And then Mach Punch, Stone Edge, knock off Drain Punch. Stone Edge is obviously there for Moltres. Mach Punch is great into two of their like best sweepers into me, being that Roaring Moon and the Excadrill being super effective. Knockoff is nice for like stuff like Sinistcha, the Slowbro. It's also just nice to knock off items on everyone. And then Drain Punch is really good into their team as well. With max HP, max attack, we eat up hits decently well, especially on the physical side. So we can even switch into Excadrill. We don't love to, but we switch in, we hit them with a Drain Punch or predict the Moltres, go for Stone Edge, and get that threat out of my face. Then I set up with the Volcarona and win the game. And last up, we have Spiritomb. I kind of thought that my team got destroyed by Hyper Voice spam, and honestly by like a Specs Zoroark anyways, so I felt like I kind of needed to bring this mon. We're leftovers with Toxic, Protect, Dark Pulse, Will-O-Wisp, so we're hitting pretty much everything on their team. Stuff that I don't hit well, I just Willow them, except for I can't Willow Araquanid, but I can Toxic it. And then, you know, we have Protect, we can get our health back. Something nice that I could put on here would be like the Pain Split. I feel like could be pretty good, especially as a check to the Iron Hands. I'm bringing this thing in, Pain Split, with our base 50 HP versus their base like 150, something like that. Like it would be really nice. Let me check. Yeah, their base 154. Like this thing has lower base HP than every single mon on their team, which is kind of insane. But we do have pretty decent defenses, so I am kind of still going back and forth. I might make a game time decision to go with Pain Split over something like Toxic potentially, but I definitely don't want to lose the game to like being set up on like, you know, a Sinistcha that goes and calm minds in my face. I don't want to get beat by that sort of thing, so that's why I have Toxic on right now. Maybe I'll take off Protect. You know, honestly, yeah, I'll take off Protect for Pain Split right now, but it's still subject to change. But we're max special defense just to eat that that Zoroark pretty well. that's going to be about it. Like I said, it looks rough for me, man. And it's really unfortunate to run into this rough of a matchup in the 1 versus 10 seed in the quarterfinals of the playoffs. Really kind of frustrating, but I think we could pull it out. Really depends on what they bring, because they have literally 10 mons that they could bring. They probably have 11 mons that they could bring. Versus me, I feel like a lot of my team just kind of gets shut down by what they have. But that's going to be about it for me. I'll see you guys in the battle. All right, we are here against FinalGambitShedinja. Let's see what they bring. No Moltres, and with this Galarian Slowbro. So that's all that I missed. So, I mean, no Moltres is fine. That means Meowscarada looks crazy. Yeah, I am quite worried about that Suin Zoroark, though. I do think that Meowscarada is probably just my best option here. I think I definitely see an endgame here with Volcarona winning. Also, Enam can go crazy. Earth Power hits every member of their team, so after Arachnid's gone, or if it's Terrad, then I think that Enam can win. I'm gonna pull up my calcs really quick. I don't actually have them like all the way pulled up, so let me do that. Yeah, I am definitely worried. They have a really scary team for sure. I definitely did not want to see the Hisuian Zoroark, because I just hate worrying about that mon. Right. Got my sets imported here. Meowscarada versus Zoroark, Sui. We can always protect turn 1 and see if they're scarfed or anything. A knockoff obviously destroys it though. Let's see if they even get their mons in. Okay, they do. So good luck, have fun. I really want to win this game. I really do. Oh, I never changed to Galarian Slowbro. Let me do that really quick. Alright, there we go. He's got Bubble Butt, the Arachnid. So this could be like going for webs turn 1. My play is always protect though, just to scout for Hisuian Zoroark, because I do not want to take like a U-turn, or even a Hyper Voice would probably kill me. Well, not if there's Choice Scarf. I really just want to see what kind of set this thing is. And I mean, they could just set up webs, but that's not too big of an issue for me. I mean, it's definitely really annoying. I'll tell you that. I didn't like plan super around sticky webs. I didn't think that they would actually bring webs, because I have Cryogonal that has to come as a spinner. Defog Girder could come. No, I had other options. I don't know. I guess the Galarian Slowbro makes a lot of sense for them if they're like expecting my Glimmora. Alright, so I protect. Let's see what they go for. Infestation. Okay, interesting. Okay, so this is actually it. Arachnid with Infestation. So it doesn't look like it's going to be a web set. Infestation is interesting. I'm going to U-turn out here and get some good chip and kind of see what kind of set he's running. I really don't know what I go out to. Maybe just a Girder? Yeah, I do get the U-turn off. He's Fizz Def. Okay, so this is like max Fizz Def, man. Interesting. So probably 0 attack investment, just like based on that damage from Meowscarada. That did absolutely nothing. So he's just max Fizz Def. Maybe Girder's not the best option. They don't really do too much to me. I can Stone Edge, I can knock them off. I think knockoff is pretty solid. They do have webs. That sucks. That really sucks. Alright, I'm just gonna go for a knockoff here. It's really free versus their team. Get rid of something. Get rid of the item on something. Infestation feels so weird. I don't know. And I wonder what Terra they are as well. Because they didn't show it. They could just be Terra Water. Yeah, I hate to see the webs. Because we're not boots on Meowscarada, so... You know, we're not boots on anything, actually. I'm just a madman and I play with fire like that. They do Terra. I'm assuming water? Let's see. No, that's fairy. Okay. Fair enough. So let's see, like a Terra Blast, potentially. No, they just Infestation. Yeah. No more item on them. Citrus Berry. Interesting. I wonder if they're like rest or something. I don't know. But they're Terra Fairy, like... I could Drain Punch, which recovers me a little bit of health, or I could just go for Stone Edges. But I feel like it's fine. As they do Liquidation. That doesn't do too much, maybe a little bit more than I expected. And you get the Defense drop, which sucks. Oh, but we do a good chunk with that. Maybe they're not full Fizz Def, but they just have a decent amount. Another Stone Edge here should take him out. I'm debating Drain Punching, expecting like an Excadrill to come in, maybe even Iron Hands. Yeah, I think I might Drain Punch. I think that's a fine play. I don't think they want to give this thing up just yet. No, they do. Okay, never mind. Bad play by me. I just die anyways, which is annoying, but that's fine. So down goes Girder. We're in a bad spot, but they're Terra Fairy. I could probably go Enam. Let's see. Namorous, like, I just Moonblast them. I could also go Meowscarada, but I show that I'm not Boots. I wonder, Cryogonal versus this thing? Liquidation's doing a lot. If I, like, raise my defense, I can always beat them. I don't think it's worth it. I think I'd probably just go Meowscarada. I might not even knock them out, though. I might have to go for Play Rough. I think Play Rough is the play. If I miss, I will be so sad. Especially if this thing is Leech Life and just gets 100% back. But this is very solid damage into anything on their team. I hate the webs, though. I'm thinking they're probably banded Roaring Moon. Nice thing about the webs is it doesn't affect Cryo or the Enam. And then I can just Quiver Dance with Bulk. I will probably have to get 2 Quivers off, though. I know I'm not choiced on this thing. Not sure what they expect me to be. Maybe like some sort of Expert Belt set. They could expect the Protective Pads. Because they do withdraw. Let's see what they go into. Maybe Iron Hands? Maybe Slowbro? Oh yeah, it's definitely Slowbro. Slowbro Galar. Transform into the Fairy type. And we don't do very much. Definitely not a lot of damage there. They're probably just max defense. I feel like that makes a lot of sense. So I'm just gonna U-turn out. And I can go, I think Spiritomb makes a lot of sense here. Spiritomb's really decent, but I might want to save it for Roaring Moon. Or for whatever it's called, the Zoroark. I don't know. I'm in a pretty bad spot right now. Get caught in the web, so I'll be slower than this thing. They Shell Sidearm. Okay, it doesn't do too much. It did just about 50. They're actually somewhat offensive. Yeah, they're actually probably max offense. Like max attack. That's surprising. Dark Pulse is pretty nice into their team. I can also just throw off a Will-O-Wisp or Toxic. Obviously, this thing won't get affected by Toxic, but I don't think they want to stay in and hit me, right? They could also go into Araquanid. I'm going to predict and go for Toxic. I do think they switch out. And if they go into like the Iron Hands, that would be great. Roaring Moon would be awesome. I don't know, they might not switch out at all. But, I mean, we're not really losing too much. Unless they click Toxic themselves, and then we're in a really tough spot. I still believe, though. Yeah, they do withdraw. Okay, good. No drill, no drill. Bubble butt, okay. I kind of figured they might go out into Araquanid. Do land the Toxic, okay. So definitely interesting Araquanid set. Terra Fairy. I don't know if they're Terra Blast. Yeah, I have no clue if this thing's gonna be Terra Blast. I think I just reveal the Protect here. I don't have a good switch in the next turn though. I don't switch in well to a Liquidation at all. But we should get up to full. Let's see if they are Terra Blast. Terra Blast actually does less than Liquidation, so they would probably just go for Liquidation. It does 50% probably. Let's see what they go for here. Yeah, they just go for Liquidation. I think my best play is to go for Double Protect. Because they'll die to Toxic no matter what, and so it would save us 50% on this mon. Yeah, they definitely die to Toxic. It's definitely in my best interest, so I'm gonna go for Double Protect. I do get it. Let's go. Good stuff, Spiritomb. And then Araquanid goes down. It's a huge threat to the team, honestly. One of the big things keeping me from setting up with both my Cryogonal and my Volcarona. And it's also really nice to get rid of that for Enam, because it looks really good right now. Like Enam, even versus like a Slowbro, I don't know, even if their defensive Earth Power is doing 1,000,000% to them, they can never switch in. They go out to Eclipse here. Alright, if this thing is sub, then I'm absolutely screwed here. I mean, I'm not actually, but it's amazing to go out to this if it's sub. No, they're just knock. It's not bad. And it did about 70 damage. And we do land. Awesome. Roaring Moon knockoff versus Spiritomb. Why is it showing that this Spiritomb... Oh, I was looking at booster energy. Honestly, that did like nothing. I actually did 79. What am I even looking at, man? Is this Zoroark? Is this Zoroark clicking knockoff? I don't know, that would be odd, but I guess I could see it. Yeah, that was Zoroark. We just burned the Zoroark. Yeah, they knocked me off again. That's kind of funny. I didn't even realize. Well, now the Zoroark's gone. That's another huge threat gone. Oh, we take those, though. Yeah, okay, so if they're, like, banded Roaring Moon, then obviously now they body me. They would have to click, like, Outrage or Dragon Claw. But if they go out to it right here, then I would be expecting, like, a sub, which would be really scary. But them throwing away that Zoroark makes this game way easier for me. And I don't know, based on the way that they're not going straight out into a Mon, I don't know if they have Choice Band. Do we live a non-choice banded Outrage from Jolly? I think we do. I'm not 100% sure what our health is at. The Spiritomb's cooking though. 2 kills. It would be really nice to have Pain Split, but we already revealed our entire set. So no Pain Split. Do throw in the Iron Hands. Okay. We are at 220, by the way, which is a roll to live. Outrage. Well, let's see. I don't think we ever die to this Mon. I could throw Toxic or Willow. What's better? I think Willow is just better. Now, if they're like Lum, then that's a little annoying. And they probably 2KO me. Yeah, they definitely do. If they're like max attack, we actually live. Okay, they SD up. Okay. Come on. Yes, we do land. Awesome. This thing's burned. Unless they're Lum. If they're Lum, that's insane though. And we know, I mean, okay, they are Lum. Okay. Okay, so no burn. Now they're +2. If they're like max attack, then they just kill me. But they're no item, which is nice. Man, that really sucks though. Enam doesn't one-shot it from full. And that Ice Punch. Wait, we live that. Oh, we land another Willow. Amazing. Let's go. They don't even... Why did they not Thunder Punch? Did they expect me to switch? I really don't know. But here, I'm just going to get some chip. If they SD again, that's completely fine. They do. So they're +4, but they're burned. I'm going to get a little bit of chip damage off here with Dark Pulse. And the burn. You know, it's going to rack up. I know they're not Assault Vest or anything. And I'm going to protect this turn to get another burn. I don't think they Sword Stance again. But that could... They could. No, they Ice Punch. Okay, I got him. I made the right read. And they take that extra burn. I'm thinking about just going for a double protect again. Might as well do it. Ha! 2 double protects is insane. Spiritomb's popping off. Yeah. So I've seen Sword Stance, Ice Punch. I wonder, like, they probably have Drain Punch that they can't click versus me. I wonder what their last move is. But I'm pretty sure with all this damage, we should be able to take it out with Enam. They take out Spiritomb. Finally. Took them long enough, man. But yeah, we should be fine to bring out Enam. If they're max special defense... Alright, let's actually check, like, max HP, max PDEF. Careful. Takes 62 to 74. I think that's worth it. I think they're about at 70. We could also Earth Power, but it's not as good. So I'm just gonna Moonblast. If they let me have this thing, or if they even go out to Slowbro, then we're fine. And then versus Slowbro, I think we go out into, I don't know. If we set up Acid Armors with Cryogonal, it goes crazy in that game here. Volcarona is probably the most expendable member. Maybe Meowscarada, since there's webs up and we're not the fastest thing on the field. But a good knockoff is still really nice into their team. Let's see what they end up doing here. I don't know. I feel like I'm in a pretty good spot. Definitely happy with this. They withdraw. Okay. So do they go Slowbro? Yep, they do. Okay, this should do like 30%, honestly. Okay, they are probably vested. That's what I would say, is that they're vested. With like max special attack. Like 252 HP, Assault Vest, max special attack. If I go Cryogonal here on a Shell Sidearm, It's not really doing that much. I could also go Volcarona. I really just don't want to get like toxic, but I could Quiver. Let's go into Cryo though. And then I can Acid Armor in their face in case they have Psyshock. We go Cryo, they do Shell Sidearm. Man, it does like 50. That's crazy, man. Maybe there's specs. Let me see. No, they're just like, it just hits on the physical side, I guess. I might Acid Armor up right here. And then at +2 defense, we should live a Psyshock, we should live Shell Sidearm. Shell Sidearm. Did I Terra Ground? I don't think I did, which is a throw. But I guess they still don't know what it is, so it's fine. I could just save it and use it in front of Excadrill. +2 defense is really nice here. They do withdraw. Okay, awesome. So we're sitting at just above 50, maybe like 60%. They go Iron Hands. They're no item, and they're burned. We're +2 defense. Drain Punch does some damage. It does like 30. Honestly, I can just go for another Acid Armor though. So if I get to +4, I'm like virtually unkillable. They might just Drain Punch, that's fine. We're gonna be +4. So Drain Punch, if they're like adamant with a lot, it's gonna do like 80%. If they just SD up, that's fine. They're taking damage from this. And I think what I do is I Terra Ground, Terra Blast. It's not gonna kill yet. Well, that's if they're like max Spadef. If they're not max Spadef, it might kill at this point. Honestly, I'm just gonna Terra Ground, Terra Blast. It could really take it out depending on what their investment's like. Also, if it doesn't kill and it leaves them on a sliver, then I'm fine with that because I just recover the next turn. So to get the Terra Blast off, let's see if it takes him out. Come on. Okay, we do take him out. Awesome. Cryogonal is doing crazy damage, but that's a crit. Unfortunate crit if it mattered. It really only matters if you have a whole lot of special defense. Even if you're max HP, like if you're max HP, it's doing 45 min. I know you're not Assault Vest or anything. So if you're max HP, I don't think that mattered. But if you're like max special defense, then it obviously matters. So go into the Purple People Eater now. Slowbro Galler. I think this thing is Assault Vested. And I think I can just Terra Blast this thing. They might have like Surf or something. They probably have Toxic if they're not Assault Vested, and I'm just like expecting them to be. No, that looks like Assault Vested damage. They have Ice Beam. Okay. All right. Ice Beam doesn't even do that much to me, to be honest. I'm just gonna get a recover off here. Honestly, Cryogonal can just win this game. Also, Enam can at some point. Especially if they switch out here. I'm just worried, how much do we do to Roaring Moon? I guess they can't really do too much because we're +4. They do withdraw, awesome, we're gonna be at max HP. I think they might go Roaring Moon, yeah. They do, if this thing is banded, it does like 24%. Their Proto-Synthesis booster, okay. Oh wait, I'm looking at Burned. Alright, so Proto with attack, they don't even do 50. And we do a lot with Freeze Dry here. I think this is the optimal play. It's just a Freeze Dry. We can always get a Freeze, which would be nice. They're gonna outspeed us, but that's okay. But yeah, if they outrage, it's a 3 at KO. They can't even kill us in 2. They could be like Dragon Dance or something, which would be scary, but I think we're fine against Dragon Dance. Okay, they are Dragon Dance. So we're about to do just under 50% to this thing. Oh, they're a very, very bulky Roaring Moon. Interesting. That's super odd. I don't know about that, man. Okay. I mean, one more will take him out. And we do get a freeze. Oh my goodness. I feel so bad. With no item here, they would have to click Outrage. Or, yeah. And if they're Dragon Claw, then, like, they could do that. But yeah, they're frozen solid. I'm really sorry about that. At that point, though, like, I don't know. I feel like something on my team probably lives. I don't think I get swept. I don't know. That was a really weird set. Really, really weird. I don't know, but it looks like Kragnal's just going to win. I definitely feel bad for that. They go out to the Underminer. They break the mold, so they can EQ me. Let me just make sure that my calcs are fine and that Excadrill, their mold breaker. Yeah, I don't think they could ever do that much to me. And I just Terra Blast them because I didn't see them on a balloon. They do 2 KO me. Okay. Alright, how much does this do? It should do a bunch. Yeah, it does a bunch. And at this point, I do win with Enam. I wish Cryo could do it for me, though. Okay, they just Iron Head me down. This honestly could be like... Why does it keep saying burn? I don't know. It could be something crazy. But now we just go Scarf Enam, and we click Earth Power twice. Yeah, with no speed, we could always go Enam and Revenge Kill the Roaring Moon. And then we just win with Earth Power anyways in that endgame as well. Even if this guy's Scarf... Oh, actually, if this guy's Scarf, we probably just threw. No, actually, yeah, we did. Based on how much speed investment they have. If they're adamant, then we're fine. But I might have literally just thrown. I'm pretty sure we win with Meowscarada in the back anyways. They just withdraw, okay. That's nice. Because now we 2 KO this thing for sure. Well, actually, no, Assault Vest. Actually, we might. I don't think that he can ever beat both my Pokemon in the back if he's Scarf, though. We just take out the Purple People Eater. Nice. And it's just up to Drill. Yeah, if that thing is Scarfed, what's it have to lock itself into? Rock Slide? Yeah, Mold Breaker. Yeah, I could definitely see Choice Scarf. And then Rock Slide. Doesn't even kill Enam. Yeah, obviously we got a little bit fortunate in this game with, you know, we landed our Willows, we landed our Toxic, we got a Freeze. I don't think in the endgame that Freeze really mattered though, because if they let us, if they like Dragon Dance up again, so they outspeed Scarf Enam, then I knock them out, obviously. And if they just knock us out there, then I go Enam, and the same endgame applies where I have the Scarfed Earth Power. I might lose some differential, but based on how bulky there was, I'm pretty sure that didn't matter one bit. But good game to FinalGambitShedinja. Pretty sure we're taking on Shadow Gallade again in the next week, which is going to be crazy. It's going to be a really good battle, and I'm very excited for it. If you guys did enjoy, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.